What's the best piece of advice ever given to you, Josh? Again, it can be more than one, personal or professional.
So the one that just jumps out in my mind every time is on our team at Ideas xLab is poet and author Hannah Drake, and she has a poem called Power. And so one of the lines in that poem is, someone is waiting for you to be all that you can be so that they can be all that they were destined to be.
That's great.
And so just like we talked about, you know, how do we make space and open the door for the future generations? A lot of people, we don't actually know that we're impacting, right? I've heard from people from high school, from Bellarmine, that said, the way that you presented, even whatever form it was in then, helped me to think about myself, my identity, and my future differently. And so that quote from Hannah and that kind of statement to act is always a tremendous reminder.
Now, this is a question specific to this Moxie Talk that I wanted to ask you, and you were welcoming to do so. What would you say to someone from a, you know, regardless of gender, ethnicity, socioeconomic background, that's really struggling with the changes that would be involved with the decisions you've made with your gender identity? What advice could you give them?
I think the first thing is that there is, you know, seemingly a lot of external pressure to define. You know, labels are a way that all of us have files in our mind, how we make decisions, how we kind of connect. Do I want to know this person? And so I think the more that, especially young people, but anyone who can think about not taking on a label that they don't feel represents them, just doing it because others feel like they need to, I would encourage them to think about that. And I think there's so much space for understanding that whether it's expression or identity or who you're attracted to can evolve over time. And that's okay, and that's healthy. We all, as we grow, we experience cultures and people and all of these things in such different ways, and our way of knowing about the world changes. And so if you can keep those things in mind and be expansive in how you're thinking about that, and asking and seeking out questions and understanding yourself, I think that's really important.